Guys, I am here to do a spoiler review over Season 1 of Agents of S.H.E.I.L.D. So if you have not watched Season 1 of Agents of S.H.E.I.L.D., I would highly recommend not to watch this. Okay, so now let's get started. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I think that these characters are all really, really great, and I love them all. There wasn't a single character I can think of that I didn't enjoy. And although the first part of it was a little bit slower and it was kind of like I guess the best way of saying it is like a sci-fi NCIS where like the group of agents would go fight a bad guy and it was a new bad guy every single episode. I still enjoyed it a lot, and I really thought that there were really, really good parts to even the beginning of the show, but towards the end is when it got really, really good with word being Hydra and things like that. I thought it was really great. I think that was where the show really showed what it wanted to do. I would assume, I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I would assume that that's where the show was starting to go, and I'm really excited to see that. These characters are all really, really great, and I love them all. I'm gonna talk the character individually. So let's start with the one and only Coulson. Coulson is a character I loved even in the MCU movies, and um, I think that he's a great character. And he's once again fantastic in this, and he's just such a great leader to S.H.I.E.L.D. and he is really, really great, and seeing everything about Tahiti and things like that was just really good, and I enjoyed that. So now let's go on to May. I loved May. I thought that she was great. She was great at the action stuff, but she was also just a really great character, and I can't wait to see her character development because I think she'll get a lot of it. So I can't wait to see where they go with this character because they have so many different places that they could go with her, and just the way that she connects with all of the other characters is just so nice, and she's a great addition to the S.H.I.E.L.D. team. Now let's talk about Fitz and Simmons. Let's start with Fitz. Fitz was great. Definitely, they're both Fitz and Simmons are definitely my favorite characters. Fitz though, he's kind of he's the one. I feel like Simmons is more the organized, chaotic friend, and he's just the chaotic friend that doesn't know what's going on. So I really enjoyed that. I love Fitz. I can't wait to see what they do with him again. Why they didn't give us an explanation of what happened to him after the bottom of the ocean, who knows? Please, I need to watch those episodes because I need to know what happened to Fitz. No other reasons, like Ward and things like that. I don't need to know that. I'm watching it so I know what happened to Fitz under the bottom of the ocean. I know we'll be fine, but he's great. I loved him. And then Simmons, she was definitely the organized, chaotic friend, which I gotta say is me. So I really connected with her, and I thought she was really great, and just her actor is phenomenal, and her friendship with Fitz is so great, and I can't wait to see what they do with those two characters because they have such great chemistry, and they could go really far with these two characters if they go down the right path and make good decisions for these characters. Now let's talk about Sky. Sky was really good too. I thought she was really good. I really enjoyed what they did with her character, and I can't wait to see where she goes because we did understand a little bit about her past, but as of the end of season 1, we still don't know that much about her. And although we know who she is and her personality and her dislikes and things like that, we know who she is. We don't know a lot about her past because Sky herself doesn't know a lot about her past. So I'm really excited to see what they do and how they explain who she was, and how that makes the story go farther because I think they're going to do a lot of different things with that character. And finally, let's talk about Ward. He's a great character. Don't get me wrong. He's a great villain, great character. Before he was a villain, he was a great addition to the S.H.I.E.L.D. team. But I can't deny it broke my heart when we learned that he was Hydra. Because I loved him. He was great. And then he went on like crazy mode, and I did not like that. Yes, he is like a his actor is phenomenal. Like some of the best acting in the show so far that I've watched. And everything about him like fits when he's dragging him to the bottom of the ocean, fits saying, I know you love me, and I know you love us. And he says, yeah, I do, and that's my weakness because of Garrett. I'll get to Garrett in a little bit. I did not like him either, but like he's a great character, and I really hope they redeem him because I don't like I can't. I don't know. I really hope they redeem him though, because I think like once he understands that Garrett was not a good person, I think he could do like really good things with his life and have like a happy future, and that would be really good to see. That would be awesome. But right now, he's not the best person in the world. He's not the best. Yeah. But his Hydra reveal was like really shocking to me. I don't know if it was just me, but I was not expecting that at all. Or the way that they did it either. Like great things that they did in this season, especially towards the end. The ending is so good. And then Fury came, and Fury was only in it for one episode, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the only episode that Fury's in, because actually he's in 2 episodes, but one is only in one where he's like a major character, because like I wouldn't be surprised if he was a little too expensive after that, and that was just to be like, hey, Fury's coming, come watch our show. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that never happens again, but it was cool when it happened. The one thing I want to talk about is if I think that it's bad that the shows are not like the movies have a lot of impact on the show, but the show does not have a lot of impact on the movies at all. And although I would like to see Coulson in another movie, or Gemma, or Fitz, or May, I would love to see them in a movie. It's not the worst thing. I do think it doesn't help that they're not connected, but I don't like. It's not something that I will stop watching the show because I think it's like I don't think it's that big of a deal. Although I do think it's kind of sad that these characters aren't in the films. I do understand why they did that. It makes me really sad, but it's not something that I'm like, it's so bad because they didn't do that. I don't think that at all. I just wanted to say that because I know a lot of people have different opinions on that, so I just wanted to put my opinion out on that topic. And like all the characters like Ziv and I talked about Fury, he came, but like all the different characters that came from the MCU movies, they all did a really good job with these characters. I think they really worked into the plot very well. Although most of them were only in it for an episode, I do think that they did a really good job with that. What else? What else do I want to talk about? There's a lot to talk about. Okay, let's talk about Tahiti. I thought that how they did Tahiti was really good. And how like Coulson was brought back to life, and how they did that with Reyna. I thought Reyna was really, really a scary person. I wouldn't be surprised if they redeem her, because I don't think she's totally a bad person, but I did enjoy her. And then Garrett. I haven't even talked about the main villain. Garrett was not my favorite, but he was good and did what he was supposed to do. He died, which I'm happy he did, because I think there will be a lot better villains. But his actor did a really good job of showing this character and how like he has control of Word, and like the scenes that he has with Word were all really, really great, and made you sympathize with Ward because you can tell that Garrett's manipulating Ward and makes him believe the things he has because of his past with Garrett and everything like that. So I thought those were really, really good. It's just Um, I do think that there will be better villains in future seasons, but he was still a really good addition to the show. Um, and then, yeah, and just overall, I thought that the show was really good. I don't really have a lot more to say about it. I would say that the action with Hydra, oh, I haven't even talked about my thoughts over Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D, so I definitely have more to say. My thoughts over that, it was really good. I was expecting it because I knew it was roughly around um, the around Winter Soldier. I knew that, so I was like, how are they gonna incorporate this? Because of course Hydra is in Shield. I wasn't expecting them to do it as early as they did. I was expecting it to be like season 2 possibly, but it was still really good. And I enjoyed it a lot, and how they showed that was really great. Um, Everything with Hydra was just crazy, and I definitely had no idea what was gonna happen next. And like how all the movies went and affected these characters, even though they weren't in the movies, I think was done really well. Like with Coulson learning that Fury died. Of course he didn't, but they thought he did. That was really, really good, and how they did that I thought was great. Um, yeah, I really liked how they incorporated Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D. and how they did that. I think it'll be really cool to see Coulson rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. and see how that even happens, because there definitely are not going to be very many people that Coulson trusts because of what happened with Hydra. He doesn't want that to happen again. So I think it'll be really interesting to see how they follow up on all of these new characters, because they can't just have the same characters. They need to have more characters come in. And how they um, have S.H.I.E.L.D. and how they're gonna build that. I think that'll be really interesting with season 2. Just I thought it was really good and I enjoyed it a lot. Um, yeah, I think that I can't wait to watch season 2, and I think it's gonna be really good. So that's really all I have to say. Thanks for watching this if you have come this far. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. You can watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix. I haven't said that very much lately because I've been reviewing all of these things on Disney Plus, but it's on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, get ready to watch episode 1 of season 1. And if you don't enjoy it, don't watch it. If you do, then keep watching it. I personally really enjoyed it, but I would say if you don't like episode 1, be the first part of the season is a little slower, so still I would give it some time. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. I don't really have a lot more stuff to say, so I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you 3000 and stay safe. Bye guys!